Hello, Gigaschatten here, bringing you a beginner's video on the topic, what are supplies and for what do I need them? So the last video covered that it is how many turns you would need if you build one factory on a planet, then you get 2, 3, and so on, how much time it needs to maximize the amount of factories, right, on a planet. But the basic question is, what are supplies and why do I need them actually? So first of all, only factories produce supplies from structures. So these are the only buildings which produce them. And the second way of getting actually supplies as a standard race is if you find a planet where you have bovinoids. They will produce supplies on their own. So if you just drop clans, enough clans to meet the amount you have on this planet. So I have like 8,970 clans here, and you have like 4,791, kind of the equivalent number. I have almost twice as much. So I will get from this planet 479 supplies just from the natives. Okay, so this every planet where you have factories, so this produces every turn 171 factories. This one produces 131, this produces 120, and so on. Okay, so now the question is, what can I do with these supplies? Number one, I can build factories. Every supply you have, you can sell for 1 mega credit. Building one factory costs, and if you click on the factory, same on the mines and defense, you will see how much you need. Factories cost 3 mega credits and 1 supply. But since you can sell supplies for 1 mega credit each, you can also, instead of building one factory from 1 supply and 3 mega credits, build one factory from 4 supplies. Okay, right. So that's what they're used for. Secondly, you can build mines. Same thing. If you click on the mines, you will here see that a mine costs 4 mega credits and 1 supply, or the equivalent would be 5 supplies, right? And you need the mines to dig out minerals. Next, you can sell at any time the supplies for mega credits, right? So on this planet, I have like 998 supplies and 0 mega credits. I click into this area here. This window pops up, and here you can see I can now sell them at any rate I want, all of them or whatever, and just turn them into mega credits. Usually, you can't turn mega credits into supplies just like this. You can do this only if you have supplies left over. So you can sell supplies, and in the same turn, you can revert that process. Okay, I can revert that. But if you have a planet where you have like mega credits, like on this one, I have 8,000, I can't just, turn the mega credits into supplies. It's not working like this. But again, I can sell my supplies and revert the process in the same turn. One turn later, I can't do that anymore. All right. And with mega credits, you can actually buy torpedoes, you can buy fighters, you can upgrade the tech levels on your starbase. For example, upgrading from torpedo tech 8 to 9, you see, costs 800 mega credits. So if I would do that, you see my mega credits are lowered. And since I can sell supplies for mega credits, you get the point. I can upgrade the technology. Again, I can also buy torpedoes. Each torpedo has a cost associated with it. And same as for fighters, every fighter costs like 100 mega credits, as you can see. I can build defenses, they cost 10 mega credits, and since I can sell the supplies, you know, I get the equivalent, and also for defenses. One defense post is 1 supply and 10 mega credits, or 11 supplies. So you see, in total, supplies are very universally and can be used for multiple things. What else? Well, you can use supplies to repair ships. If you have a damaged ship, let me see, I don't think I have one in this game, but if you would have, let's say this ship would have a damage of 5%, you would see it. There's an indicator and says the ship is damaged, 5% damage. Every 5 supplies you put on that ship will repair 1% of damage until next turn. So in order to get that ship fully repaired, I would need to load 25 supplies if it had a damage of 5%, right? So just bear that in mind. Then what else can you do with supplies? You can convert them to minerals, actually. Yeah, this is very interesting. You need one of these ships called the Merlin class alchemy ship. And what it does, you load supplies and it converts the supplies at a rate of 3 to 1 into any mineral you want. So there are 3 mineral types: uranium, titanium, and molybdenum. And what you just do is you load up your ship with the supplies, and if you don't set a friendly code like this, it will distribute it equally. So from 900 it will produce 100 uranium, 100 titanium, 100 moly. And if I set a friendly code, a special one like alt for alchemy titanium, that is the ALT, then it will produce titanium at a rate 3 to 1. You can only either produce a distribution of 3 minerals or 1 mineral. You can't just choose 2. Okay, and also you can't with this ship convert the supplies to neutronium, which is the fuel. You can't do that. All right, let's continue. So what you can do actually is, if you have this ship which is called a neutronic refinery ship, in this game I don't have one, but if I would, I could load the ship at a ratio of 1 to 1 with, let's say, 100 supplies and 100 minerals of my choice. Let's say 100 uranium, because I have excess uranium on this planet. Then next turn, this ship would convert on a ratio of 2 to 1, so 100 supplies and 100, in this case uranium, to 100 kilotons of fuel. Right? Good. Then what else? I can build fighters with supplies. If I happen to be one of those nice races which can build fighters in space, namely the Rebel, the colonies, and the robots. In this game here, I am the robots. Let's change the friendly code to random, doesn't matter. If I load this ship up with 3 titanium, 2 moly, and 5 supplies, and set the mission to build fighters, it will build me a fighter. Pretty simple. I can also buy them at a cost of 100 mega credits. You see, they're pretty expensive. But if I don't want to pay it, I can just build them by loading my ships up with the necessary minerals and supplies, and then I get the fighters for free, right? So let me revert that here quickly. Set the friendly code to load fighter minerals. What this friendly code does is, you can see in one of my other videos, so this will now produce 20 fighters on the ship because I have enough cargo space, and it will load up all the stuff from the planet and try to build that. And that's it. So these are all the things you can do with supplies. So advice here, just build as many factories as you can as a beginner on every planet, and then collect those supplies from time to time. So as you can see, this planet has 131 factories, and it has already saved like 441 on the planet, right? And I can fly with a ship to that position, and then load it onto my ship and send it to somewhere else or sell it and so on. Okay, so this was a short video on what supplies are, what you can do with it, and see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching. Gigaschatten over and out.